3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Hello there and welcome to another edition of WETalk. My name is Jemima Ndebele and here we bring you fun community news from all around Windhoek. Today we find ourselves at Honey Cassie Design Studios as we sit down with Carlos, who is the owner and founder of The Broadway. But before we get into that, let's head right into the news.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhcom.na.
In this week's segment of news, we will be looking at the opening of the Be Free Center of Excellence. The long-awaited Be Free Center of Excellence opened its doors last week, marking a significant milestone in the empowerment of Namibian youth. The inauguration of the multi-purpose youth center, located in Karatura, was attended by high-level government officials, distinguished guests, including the First Ladies of Angola and Sierra Leone. First Lady Monica Gengos, a driving force behind the initiative, said that the estimated cost of the youth campus stands at about 45 million. Conceptualized by the One Economy Foundation, the facility is designed to be a one-stop shop offering a wide range of services to the youth. It aims to be a recreational hub while also providing essential health services, psychosocial support, and a space for creativity to flourish. Meanwhile, the Old Mutual Foundation has unveiled a pioneering program known as the Little Green Ambassadors, with the aim of inspiring schools and students throughout Namibia to take on the role of heroes and advocates for environmental sustainability. Under this initiative, the Old Mutual Foundation will sponsor 56 trees, distributing them to 2 primary schools in each region. These schools will receive not only 2 trees each, but also the necessary resources to care for these trees over a period of 3 months. Upon completion of this 3-month period, a panel of judges will conduct an evaluation to determine which school has excelled in nurturing their trees. Prizes are up for grabs, with 20,000 Namibian dollars for the first place winner, 15,000 Namibian dollars for the second place winner, and a $10,000 prize for the third place winner, while the fourth place and fifth place stand a chance of securing 5,000 and 3,000 Namibian dollars, respectively. That is unfortunately all that we have for you in this week's news segment. Stay tuned for WeChat.
Welkom jullie, mijn naam is Brian Munango en ik is jullie aanbieder voor Gooi Kolen. Dit is donderdagse sportstrijf nu. Einde van hierdie programma zal ik en hoe om Frans te praten. Is je m'appelle? Je bent?
Le Jean.
Tu as me ko.
Is dit nou onderbroek?
Blijf geschakeld, we zien jullie weer vrijdag volgende week. Gooi kolen!
Well, in this segment of WeChat, we are now joined by the owner of the Broadway, Carlos, who will be telling us all about his business, his inspiration, and what his future plans are. Carlos, how are you today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for making time.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what the schedule of a busy creative entrepreneur, must look like. But let's get right into it. Tell me what inspired the Broadway.
Life experiences, just life itself. How I was raised, things I went through and so on. I just decided to transform that into clothing, express myself through some visual arts and so on. Yeah.
Now, could you tell me more about the meaning of the name? What inspired that? I can understand there's a hint of travel in that.
No, the name actually comes from the word abroad. I just spiced it up because I'm a type of person that I don't believe in you starting something and being stuck in one place. It doesn't matter where you're from. You can always level up and move forward. So I took that word, added a little sauce to it, and created the Broadway. It's actually, but it comes from the word abroad, actually. Yeah.
And it has a nice ring to it. It kind of just flows off the tongue.
Yeah.
Like you said, the Broadway. It's like yeah. So when did you start your enterprise?
I officially kicked off, let me put it that way, in 2017.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what has the journey been like?
Too many ups and downs, but we don't quit. We don't quit, so. But it's been amazing. At least I don't feel, it doesn't feel like work for me, so that's what I love about it. At the end of the day, it doesn't feel like work, and that's how I just keep it going.
Now, anybody that knows the Broadway knows that you guys are known for your amazing street style.
Yeah.
Why street style? What is that? Is that because that's your type of way whenever you go out?
I have a very strong musical background, which is the hip hop culture, and there is a streetwear side to it. So that's where I basically got my element from. I was part of a hip hop group. If you guys know the local hip hop industry, there was a group called Broadway, Diddy Finest. I worked with Antonio from Diddy Finest and so on. If you guys just do your research, you will see me somewhere in that whole situation. That's how I started building from there. Yeah.
And did you then probably how did you begin to fall in love with it as an artist, with the art of fashion?
Art of fashion, man. I've been watching a whole lot of stuff. When you go out there and you're part of a group, you see how people wear like groups. They just wear different kind of styles. This wants to look this way and so on. And then you just start observing and you be like, yo, this is something that I can, really get my mind. And then I just started drawing, coming up with ideas. They were just piling up there until I decided one day people should be like, yo, let me just try this. Before I know it, I'm running around town, just going through shops, a whole lot of window shopping, touching fabric, just checking a whole lot of stuff, just doing a whole research until I got my shot and went like, yo, let me try this.
But obviously, the bigger dream is.
Yeah, obviously, it's to continue. But if you just reach to that level, that already says a lot to me. Like, if I just can walk outside or go to the mall and see a poster, like that's already good enough for me. Like, my goal is like, okay, let me get to that level first, and from there, whatever happens.
Now, before I let you go, what can we expect from the Broadway in future? Do you have any? Is there a new? What do you call it in fashion? I'm not very savvy with these terms. Like a
new collection or something. We always like. The problem is with the designing world, you never stop. You always have to keep on pushing and creating the best or the new thing. Because I don't feel like you can come up with anything new. With fashion, especially the streetwear side, it's just what can you add to it. Like, this person did this, but what can you take like where somebody left off, and then you just add your sauce to it, and then you keep it going, more or less. See what happens.
Well, I'm certainly excited for the future of the Broadway because the future is bright. I mean, look at how far you've come, and you are well on your way to becoming a household name in the fashion industry.
Definitely.
So thank you so much for your time,
Carlos. Thank you for having me.
And I'm wishing you success with your business.
Thank you.
Well, that is unfortunately all we have for you in WeChat. Stay tuned for We Recommend.
There's music galore at the VIS Sports Fields come December, when Vocal Cast Production brings you SA's Mikasa, along with top local artists Paige, Jared G, and DJ Malza on December 2nd. If jazz is more your style, don't miss the smooth sounds of Few Jazz, Casey, Letitia, and Major Sevenths on the 3rd. You can enjoy each event individually, or you can easily make a weekend of the two. Get your tickets online via eticket.my.na or at the NMH offices in General Muhammad Murtala Avenue in Eros. Brought to you in conjunction with Republicane, Exhibition and Events Warehouse, Yango, DB Audio, and the Winter Country Club. See you there!
We are now joined by Chef Victor all the way from Nigeria, who is spending some time here in Namibia and exploring the culinary arts here in Namibia. How are you, Chef Victor?
I'm doing fine. I'm okay. So far, so good.
No?
Yeah.
Now, you have been in Namibia for almost 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And you are now based at Chicago's, experimenting with different kinds of food, combining Nigerian blends with Namibian cuisine. How have you been finding the whole experience?
It's been intriguing. It's been exciting as well, and it's a good experience. I don't regret coming here. I mean, it was a risk, not a risk, but like it was something I didn't really put too much thought into, and I'm here. It's a beautiful country, and I'm also a beautiful city filled with good people. So yeah, the culinary part is a new experience for me, but there is a similarity with the food here and what I'm conversant with. So it kind of makes it easier to apply fusion into my dishes, which I'm also trying to introduce here. You know, like a fusion of Nigerian dishes and Namibian dishes. And I also noticed that there's like a little bit of Portuguese influence in some of the dishes, which is so similar to what we have in Nigeria. So it's a huge experience, still learning, still trying to understand the different dishes, and trying to see how I can apply like a gastronomical fusion into the things that I'm learning. So yeah, it's a beautiful experience so far.
I'm glad. Now, we spoke earlier and you alluded to having been a chef for quite some time.
Yeah.
Could you just give me a little background as to where your journey started and how it started in Nigeria?
The people that know me, my fans. Just kidding. Yeah, but the people that know my story know that it was from the scratch. I mean, I don't think there's any better way to define the scratch, because I started with, if I must be very specific, I started with in Namibian value, what you would call $40, say approximately $50. Yeah, 50 Namibian dollars. That's why I started. That's why I started with. Made a couple of burgers. With that, I think about 6 burgers. Forced my siblings and my friends to buy it at a very high price because I told them it's the best burger. It wasn't the best burger, but yeah, it was the best burger for me. And for them, because they ate it, they criticized, they paid, of course, but they criticized. I repeated it the next day, made a lot of money within 1 week, and I had to move from my kitchen to a small garden around my house and set up like a very small shop without a roof, you know. I built it myself with bamboo and stuff. Yeah, did the opening, packed out, sold out, and yeah, that's where my journey started. You know,
having people to love what I cook and what I eventually ventured into, aside from what I studied, which is architecture. I'm an architect. So, it was a daring start, but it was worth it. Yeah. So from there, I went on to build my own food truck from the scratch as well. Drove to get metals, put it together, coupled it with welders and carpenters in a small shop, and built my food truck. And that's basically where I expanded and had the mentality to always expand. Went ahead to consult for restaurants, built my own restaurant before I started thinking of traveling around the world to introduce my concept of.
And what advice would you give to, before I let you go, what advice would you give to somebody who is stuck between the two worlds, or that has a creative urge but still feels the need to pursue formal education? I mean, you managed to do both. What advice would you give to somebody that is sort of stuck at the crossroads and feels like they have to choose one or the other?
The advice is simple. It might not be like the normal advice everybody would give on TV, but don't stress yourself, man. If you can't go to school, go and cook. Education is within you. I mean, you can learn anything you want to learn. If you can afford to go to school, then go to school. But don't ever ignore or throw away your talent because you're going to school. Learn what you love, do what you love, keep practicing every day. I mean, if you're an architect that went to school and you don't practice, it's as good as nothing. So you just have to choose the one that makes you happy. And if it's not school, it's totally okay. You can make a lot of bucks. Just keep learning and just keep practicing. That's all this life is all about. Whatever you hold on to and whatever you love, just keep doing it and keep practicing, and you'll get there. I'm still on my way, so we'll all get there together. Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank
you for taking us on a journey through your life, and also for helping me understand and appreciate the culinary arts more, and also understanding the intersectionality between architecture and the culinary arts. Yeah, it's quite beautiful. And to be honest, before meeting you, I did not know that molecular gastronomy was a thing. So thank you for that, that insight. If you are looking to have some vloggers, make sure to stop by Chicago's, and Chef Victor will sort you right out.
Got you.
with international standard burgers.
Yeah.
So you don't want to miss it.
Nasty.
Right here at Chicago's.
Nasty and tasty. Yeah.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouthwatering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Welcome to the WETalk segment, where we give you a glimpse into what happened last weekend and a gig guide of the fun things to expect this weekend. Last week Saturday, Tosca United Sports Field transformed into a haven of good vibes, exceptional wine and delectable cuisine as the highly anticipated Deep Dive Seafood and Wine Festival took center stage. The festival boasted a diverse musical lineup featuring the talents of the Els, the Yesterday, and renowned South African acts such as the Simpson Brothers, Shen FM, and Band-Aid and the Concrete Lions. The heart of the festival lay in its tantalizing culinary offerings. Attendees embarked on a gastronomic journey that featured a mouth-watering array of seafood delights, from succulent shrimp to flavorful lobster. Musically, the event was a true spectacle, kicking the day's entertainment off with the Els that mesmerized the audience with their captivating melodies. If you're looking to have similar vibes this weekend, make sure to swing by the FNB VHS Vegkop Stadium as the legendary Afrikaans music festival Liefde by die Naam is back and will be featuring amazing acts such as Die Jewels Fantasties.
Yes, julle speel van Ewels fantasties. Ek sien julle volgende Saterdag die 9de September net by Vegkop Stadion in Windhoek vir die eerste Liefde by die Naam. Het gaan amazing wees. Ons bring die Liefde by die Dam experience uit die pad Windhoek toe vir die eerste keer. Daar's bittermin kaartjies oor, julle moet spring. Ons is daar, die Ewels fantasties. Fransje van Coke, Early B, Rihanna Nel, Zacharias de Sam van Namibia, Rian Smit van Namibia, Lindri van Namibia, Snotkop, Bartu, Tashay. Dit is 'n amazing huge line-up vir die hele dag gaan daar wees. 9 uur maak die hekke oop. Ons gaan die rugby ook wys, as jy wel weet jy, as die eerste rugby wêreldbeker wedstryd wat ons in die biertuin vir julle gaan wys. Kom check dit uit. Ons sien julle daar. Ons kan nie wag nie. Yeah!
You are spoiled for choice this weekend with loads of events on the entertainment front. On Friday at 9 a.m., the Orige Fest starts at the upper parking of the Windhoek municipality and continues until Sunday. At 9:30, Canvas and Coffee, a guided painting event, takes place at Schneider Street 1371 in Otjiwarongo. And at 6, upcoming pop-punk group Ambuscape perform at Muso's Coffee and Bar in the capital. On Saturday at 7 a.m, there's a Spring Festival and Bazaar at the Reformed Church in Schlettwein Street, Panyas Park until 1. And at 8:30, Momentum hosts the Womentum Experience with guest speakers Stacey Suzo Pento, Ronald de Beer, Desiree London Miller, Laimi Ilagu, Sarai Kumalu, Estelle Chipuka and Karina Bouvard at Droombos. Also at 8:30, the Finkenstein Bush Market takes place at the estate on the outskirts of town until 1. As from 9, the Liefde by die Naam Festival takes place at VIS Vegkop with Die Jewels Fantasties, Francois van Coke, Appel, Snotkop, Robbie Wessels, Early B, Tashay, Rihanna Nel, Bobby van Jaarsveld, Bartu, Zacharias Tsam, Justin Varga, Lynn Marie and Rian Smit. At 11, Silver and Olive Floral Painting at Etc. Old Chopsies takes place. Let your artistic spirit bloom as you immerse in a world of music, color, petals and candles. At 2 p.m, Chic Creative Cottage in Swakopmund hosts a 3D flower canvas art event, and at 7, the Namibian National Symphony Orchestra hosts their annual Concerto Festival at the DHPS Aula. There's a second show on Sunday. At 8, Strictly Soul Windhoek edition takes place at the Wine Bar. If you haven't seen it yet, Summertime, an exhibition by the Ombo Arts Trust, can be viewed at the National Art Gallery until the 23rd, and Bowled Over, a group exhibition of handcrafted pottery, takes place at the Bell House Gallery in Windhoek until September 23rd. Have an awesome weekend.
3, 2, 1.
In the wise words of Nelly Furtado, all good things have to come to an end. And sadly, that also applies to this edition of WETalk, where we sit down with Carlos from the Broadway, who told us all about his business and what is to come, and recommended to you fun things to do in Windhoek, as well as fun things to do this weekend. From me, Jemima Ndebele, it is unfortunately goodbye.
3, 2, 1.